First of all, congratulations on getting an interview. So take a deep breath. It is not a normal circumstance, and so it's okay to be nervous. And it's okay to tell your interview, I'm a little nervous because I'm not that practiced at doing this. And you don't have to go any further. Just say, yep, that's it. You can also thank someone for their time. How can I best help you? What would you like me to share about myself? I mean, you can be that forward. You can be passive and you can just wait for questions. Try and really focus on answering the question that's asked. It is a nervous situation, and so oftentimes people will run on and they don't answer the question. If it's a video interview, practice beforehand. Don't be distracted. Don't be playing with something else. Make sure all your tools are working, and do your prep work. Research a company, check Twitter, check whatever industry information is out there to see what happened to them within the past week, so you're at least knowledgeable about, if they bring up, for me, would be a game release. Well, it'd be good to know how well it went, or, congratulate them on, hey, I saw such and such just came out, congratulations, something like that. So do your homework. Also, do what you can to get contact information for the person you're speaking to send a thank you note. Thank you note can be very, very helpful because without doing it too generically, you can say, I really liked it when we spoke about blah, blah, blah. I'm glad you liked that I did ABC. Whatever it is, a salient piece of your conversation that you think is important to the person you spoke to, you can reiterate in that thank you letter, and it helps prompt them. Again, they're only human. They're only going to remember what they can. But that thank you note, if it's less generic and more to the point, it will reinforce your interest. And again, that little piece, that nugget that you felt got you the attention that really seemed to work with that recruiter, I would definitely do that. So prep, don't be nervous. It's okay to ask questions. Use that thank you note. Well, that's a good question in part. As an external recruiter, a big part of my paycheck came from me finding the right person. And the right person was not who I liked. Yeah, I probably liked you. But it had to do with what my client needed. And I have spent a lot of time talking to my client saying, what is it you're trying to achieve? What will make your life easier? What does this person look like? All of that. So the right candidate for me is someone that hears that and talks to me about that. Now, when you're talking to a recruiter like me, you probably have a little fun and we can get off topic easily. But what I need is the takeaways from you that help me please my client. And that's my main focus. That's what I get paid for. That's what's important to me. If you're not that person, and I will put you in the ATS. So some of that comes from you listening. I've had quite a few people who, there we go. I've had quite a few people who will tell me everything under the sun. And while it's great therapy, and if I have the time, I want to cheerlead you, I want to help you, but I need those key points that allow me to tell my client, I think you should spend time with this person, and here's why. And so candidates who are all over the place, who want to talk about what the company should be doing or whatever, we're not going to get to the first step. That can come later maybe, but the first step is helping me meet the needs of my objective, which is to meet the needs of my client's objective. I worked for an extremely smart person. I worked for him twice. I admire him greatly, and he got a lot done. And I learned from him, if someone is looking to hire someone for a job, they want to get that hiring done. They want to hire you. They want you to be the right person. They want you off the desk and into the next step, whatever that is. And so short attention span theater is a lot of what I'm dealing with the hiring managers. they're off doing so many other things. Having to hire someone sometimes is a burden for them. So when I present a candidate to a client, right up front, I'm as provocative as possible in regards to my mindset is, you said you needed this, here it is. And that's how I'm going to present you. And if you need to act the same way in respecting other people's time, respecting their goals, again, that's like, there's plenty of things to say, but keep it on point. That also seems to come up a lot when people with a ton of experience are going into an interview because they want to talk about everything. And I have advised candidates not to do that. I advise them to start and focus on what this job is about, what I've told you is most important to the hiring manager for this role. You could easily run out of time talking about a bunch of other stuff before you get to the part that the hiring manager really wants to hear about. Conversely, one of my key partners told me that he has trouble with people who are very gray in the way that they present. He prefers clarity, black and white. I did this. Things that are too nebulous. He doesn't get a sense of who the person is. They may have worked on a particular project, but he doesn't know what they did. So be clear and reach out and help that person understand. And also, if you think further down the line, if I present you to my client and my client talks to you, which is awesome, that person most likely is going to have to go talk to someone else at his or her firm and say, I think you should meet Susan's new candidate, and here's why. And if that here's why is already formulated, you've just made that person's job easier. All of this is about making it easy. It's help each other out, make it easy, be straight and to the point about how you match what they need so that they can keep moving on. A good recruiter helps you understand what they need. You need to read into the job description as well, and you need to do your research and listen. I really think that I ask a lot of questions. I ask questions I already know the answer to because I want to hear it come out. It gives me a better sense of what's going on. You can ask or you can state and say, is that helpful? Does that meet your needs? Is that what you were looking for? Is that a good example? And check and be responsible for it and respectful of that person's intent. I can't remember if it was a surf company. There was some engineering company I was recruiting for, and the guy's like, I'm going to show up in a suit and tie because I want to be respectful. So I knew that the company was going to think that was weird. So instead of messing with him, I told them, I said, he's going to show up in a suit and tie. And immediately they're like, oh, he's not one of us. I go, yeah, he is. He thinks so highly of you that he wants to show you he put effort in. And that's what he's doing. And he got the job. But the thing, it was such a differing point of views. They're like, oh no, we're not like that. We are our genes. I'm like, I get it. He's interviewing for a job that he cares a lot about, and he's put in a lot of work, and that's what's showing up in the way he's presenting himself. But everybody comes from a different perspective. I've seen it.
I've seen it. That's why you're here. That's why we're talking.
Oh my God, the stories. That's a whole nother. You can't believe some of this stuff happened. Like, I think we had a candidate show up to a job interview in slippers. Okay.
Thanks for watching. Go ahead and click in the description for upcoming programs. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for easy access to new videos. Bye for now.